Well, November seems a long way off, but campaigns for the midterm elections are already well underway. The GOP is looking to take advantage of the botched rollout of Obamacare and the president's low approval ratings to try to win enough seats from the Democrats to take back the Senate. Democrats have 21 Senate spots open, 7 seats in states that Mitt Romney actually carried in 2012. The GOP, 15, only one of them in a state carried by President Obama in 2012. So it looks like advantage goes to the Republicans here. Can they take back control of the Senate? Joining me now to talk about that possibility, South Dakota Senator John Thune. He's a member of the Senate Finance Committee and chairman of the Senate Republican Conference, which makes him the number 3 Republican in the U.S. Senate. Senator Thune, it's good of you to be with us today.
Good afternoon, John.
Having heard the president's State of the Union address last night, are you optimistic or pessimistic about what it means for your party's chances come November?
John, I thought what was ironic about the president's speech last night is that it was 45 minutes into it before he even mentioned his signature law, ObamaCare. And when he did, he didn't talk at all about the pain that he's causing millions of Americans across this country. And after the speech, you had Democrats, some of the states that you mentioned there, where they're running re-election races this year, go out and issue statements that create a distance and separation from the president, which I think suggests that they're doing everything they can to run away from, distract, and try and change the subject, because they know how detrimental and how difficult it's going to be to win re-election after casting the deciding vote for the Obamacare legislation, which is creating so much harm, economic harm, to their constituents in their individual states.
But as you well know, 10 months is a long time in politics. That's how far away we are from those November elections. Things could turn around for Obamacare and for Democratic fortunes.
You know, that's possible, and of course, you know, we obviously would love to see the president come to us and want to work with us on some things that we think would improve the economy, create jobs, and just the overall state of the economy, which I think people are very skeptical about right now. But my sense is that a lot of these things are starting to get baked into the environment and the landscape for this election. I think that the Obamacare story only gets worse for Democrats here in Washington. I think you're going to see more canceled coverage, more premium increases, more out-of-pocket costs for people in this country in the form of higher co-pays and deductibles, and fewer choices when it comes to doctors. That's not going to change. And I think as more and more Americans feel the impact of this, they're going to be asking their senator, why did you cast the deciding vote for something that is causing this kind of economic harm to so many families around the country?
Republicans have been hopeful for quite a while about picking up seats in states like Alaska or Arkansas, currently represented by Democratic senators who are running for re-election this fall, states that voted for Mitt Romney last time around. But now we read that you are looking at maybe expanding the playing field quite a bit, that states like Michigan and Virginia all of a sudden, maybe even Oregon, look like they could be competitive races.
I think, John, as the year plays out, you know, a lot of things, as you said, things can change. There are certain issues that have a short shelf life in politics. But I don't think the overall state of the economy, the problems with Obamacare, the things that the president is doing to make it more expensive for people in this country when it comes to the issue of energy, those things aren't going away. And if those are the things that people are thinking about and voting on when it comes to Election Day, I think it's going to be very hard for the states where you just mentioned, where you've got Democrats running for re-election. But I also think that the board does expand dramatically, because there are a lot of other states that could come into play when you're talking about those types of issues, and the Democrats here in the Senate and the president being responsible for the policies that have created these kinds of economic results for a lot of people in all these states.
It is good to talk politics with you, Senator John Thune of South Dakota. Pardon me.
Thanks, John.
Thank
That's
you.
all right.